I summon the gods of warm weather and vacation. I summon my spiritual energies to bring me a plane ticket to get away from this 23-degree weather with an insane wind chill immediately. When you get old like me, you start complaining about everything. It's too cold. It's too hot. Why is it so sunny? It's dark at 4. You complain about everything. Me, my mental right now, with the longevity of this winter, we literally had no fall, which is my favorite season. It just transitioned into summer, directly into winter. I need to feel like I'm being teleported into a vacation stent. I need it for my mental sanity because I'm gonna start taking it out on my wife aggressively, and then she'll beat me. So in today's video, I'm gonna be putting you on to 7 fresh fragrances that have beautiful performance off of my skin. They're sexy, they're versatile, you can wear them in the office, and I feel like they're a very nicely underrated scents that I think smell delicious. So let's roll, man, the music so I can put you on to 7 long-lasting fresh fragrances designer that might even surprise you. Listen, what are my beautiful peoples? You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. 7 freshies in the designer space that I truly enjoy wearing. Now, let's be honest. Not everybody's in the fragrance space and they wear fresh fragrances all year long, and I love that for you. That's how it should be. Uncomplicatedly delicious. When you pick a fragrance and it just speaks to your skin, to your personality, to your fit, that's all that matters. And for me, the first fragrance I'm gonna start off with is not a full-blown freshie and teleports me to a vacation spot. I want to go to the tropics. I need to go to Puerto Rico this year. I'm gonna be doing some Caribbean hopping. I'm gonna buy a boat. But this fragrance is Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum Eau de Parfum Intense. What the hell is this shit again? Eau de Parfum Intense. So it's Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum Eau de Parfum Intense. Come on, bro. Now, this fragrance might be the darkest in this list as far as scent profile is concerned, but the beautiful bright gingery lavender essence, the tonka-ish flow in here, that pineapple juiciness gives you an overall tropical vacation scent. Fucking money in the air. Right now, that iris, there's a powdery iris sensation here, hugging that pineapple that smells incredible. Then you get these little wafts of this vanillic kiss in the air. It just puts me in a hammock right now. I need a cocktail with an umbrella in it. I need to move out of the tri-state area. Where should I move to? Where should I uproot my family to? Should I go Texas? Should I just head to Miami, which is my home away from home, and just stay there forever? Or should I just move to Spain? I'm thinking of buying a vacation home in Spain and just disappearing from the US. I need to go somewhere tropic. Marbella is calling me, and I heard tanning your asshole is really good for your psyche. And this bottle represents my vacation mode. This is the exact fit. I mean, I look like this when I take off my clothes, and that's what I'm gonna be wearing on the beach in Marbella. This scent is wildly mass appealing, very handsome, very sexy. It's got a pulpy pineapple, again, very powdery, vanillic. You got tonka bean, you got a cleanness that has that fresh out of the shower body wash sensation, but it still has a sex appeal about it. It's very handsome, it's an interactive scent. It's lively, it goes out and reaches out and it catches you. It brings you in and is like, yo, snort me, daddy. I mean, you're not a dude telling another dude snort me, daddy, unless that's your type of shit, then it is what it is. But I'm not telling you to, like let me snort you. You get it. And the performance of this fragrance, crazy. I love the performance of this fragrance, and it is Eau de Parfum Intense, because the shit gives you at least a 10-hour performance off the skin. So if you're looking for a very handsome, teleporting scent profile that is freshy but still has some body, this fragrance is one you should have on that list. Next one. Now, I did say I wanted a boat, and I said I was gonna hit the Caribbean, so why not try out St. Kitts by Tommy Bahamas. Crazy star fruit. Now, this should come with a disclaimer. There are some of these that don't perform as well as some of the older variants. That tends to happen, especially in the designer brands. There's something called reformulation, and motherfuckers don't put the same effort as they used to, and that can be applied to everything in life. Refrigerators back in the day were built like Cadillacs. Them shits had metal shelves that rotated around, that were built to last forever. Cars were built to last forever. forever. And then with the progression of technology and metals and so on and so forth, shit could sneeze and fall apart. Unless it's a Nissan, Toyota, Honda, them shits are the only, everything else falls apart at the sneeze. Picture a head-on collision between a Honda Civic and a 76 Eldorado. Who's coming out money? No airbags at all. Cadillac wins all day. It's a fucking tank. So this joint is an older variant that has beautiful performance. It is very much a yacht scent. Tropical starfruit, aquatic-y, citrus, beautiful bright pulpy orange. Then it also has some woody base, like you're really oceanic. You're on an old boat, you smell the wood planks, you're oceanside, so you're getting the sea splashes on your face. You're eating some starfruit. It's situational, it's teleportation, it's the way that your brain manipulates all these sensories in your body to put you in a place of relaxation and happiness until you get the bill. Hope you paid with that credit card that has a low interest rate. So take this one with a grain of salt. It performs very well on me. I use this about an 8 to 10 sprayer, which is on the higher side of how I spray, but warm weather and fragrance don't necessarily coincide or have the best relationship. Them shits just don't last. So at least you're getting a cost-effective fragrance that has really nice performance. You just gotta overspray a little bit. But talk about beauty and underrated. This shit right here, by a brand that makes moccasins and foldable chairs, it's solid. Risky, tart, but I find it handsome. Others will not agree. H24 by Hermès. It's a tart vetiver grapefruit. It's a little bit on the let it work on the skin, at least on my skin. Sample before you buy anything. On my skin, it does open up really tart ruby red grapefruit juice. I mean, remember back in the day when I used to be on cycles of steroids thinking that I was a buff bodybuilder doing jump ropes while drinking a gallon of grapefruit juice. I would sweat like an animal and then start seeing spots and lose vision and slightly pass out. But it was all in the name of having, you know, pecs and not tits. Once you get past the opening, you start to get a nice clean soapiness about this fragrance. I feel like that ruby red grapefruit juice, that aspect, that little tartness, adds a lot of character to this fragrance. Like it balances beautifully with the soapiness of the sage that's in this fragrance. And then fully dried down, you get a little bit of a vetiver action and whatever other woods are at the base. It's just woody base, dry vetiver, tart grapefruitish type energy, and then you get a very cute shower fresh clary sage soapiness out of this scent. This performs very well, and the hotter it gets, the better that it does. Your pores open up and letting out that fucking oxygen, sweat, and BO that you have, that citrus is gonna whisk it away a little bit and bring this fragrance to a new height. This has really, really good performance. Just really test it before you buy it. Even though it is a very nice, freshy fragrance that is long lasting, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm telling you, what smells good on me? Next one. One of my favorites and has been on lists for years. Purple Label by Ralph. Ralph Lauren's Purple Label, AKA, damn. Let me just get a quick waft of this shit. What was that bar and lounge that we used to go to back in the day in the hotel? Was it called Library? That there was two parts to this hotel. There was one that was this nightclub situation that when you walked in, huge tree trunk that you could sit on in the front. Then across there was an actual library. To the top with beautiful mahogany woods, old leather-bound books, big chairs, and you can sit in there and start talking to people without listening to the super loud music in your ear, but you still get the remnants of the club effect in this library situation. And you can, I don't know if you could smoke, but you could definitely sip some cocktails there and have some conversation and wooing people. This is kind of what you get, a nice dichotomy between turn up, loud, bright black currant, citrus tart, and then you got this mahogany, soft, also soapy nature about this fragrance, slightly salty, wildly inviting, and great performance. The musky aspect of this fragrance, almost ambergris type vibes, keeps this dry coating on the skin, and it lasts all day, and it's just fire. Not a fragrance that gets love, not a fragrance that gets hyped. It's been discontinued and re-brought back. I don't know what the status of it is now, but I love this fragrance, and it's a surprisingly good, long-lasting, freshy fragrance, which is why it's on the list. I have all age demographics that watch Uncle Cuba. So this is for my younger crowd, but this is playful. This is like the casual summertime energy, Missoni Wave. Not a super beast, but for summertime, I think 8 hours is a very respectable time frame for performance. This is what you would expect. A blue, aquatic-y, inexpensive fragrance that's super fun and easy to wear. Now for me in this fragrance, there's a little bit of a creamsicle type of energy because you're getting vanillic and strong mandarin notes popping up on the opening of this fragrance. Shortly after, you're just gonna start to get the traditional blue aquatic-y scent profiles that you're looking for in a $30 price point. Like, this fragrance is really fucking fun. Easy, uncomplicated, also one that I've done like 10 sprays on, but it's super enjoyable and surprisingly, for me, on the skin doesn't come off overly synthetic, and if it does, it's for the first minute or two. Like, that really goes away and you just smell like summertime vacation. One of the things that I like to do in beautiful weather, doesn't necessarily have to be summertime, is wear a freshy fragrance and sit waterside. New York City, our waterside is the fucking Hudson or the East River. Beautiful sights, let me tell you. You've never seen greener water with brown specks in your life and a possible toe just floating by. Traveling up the Hudson, you get a little bit of cleaner water, but let's be honest, like, you know, you ever driven by New York City on the West Side Highway by Riverbank State Park and then open the window and sniff? Good luck. Let me know how that smells. It's a fucking landfill. And that's right on the water. So I need a fresh fragrance to fucking invigorate me when I'm driving downtown to try to get some cocktails and be bougie and mingling with people in the summertime to sit outdoors, but keep the windows up once you pass 145th Street because it smells like Welcome to New York. So again, C notes: citrus, mandarin, lavender, sage, rosemary, vanilla. Very easy to wear, cheap, and really good performer. Again, take really good with a grain of salt because really good in the summertime is difficult to get on an easy to wear fragrance. Next one. All right, with this one, I was reluctant at first to put it in the list, but here are the facts. It smells good. It's one of the highest selling fragrances. It's on maybe 60%, let's correct that. It's on maybe 80% of your mantles at this point. You have owned it, you have gone through it, you have grown out of it, but you still reminisce and can pinpoint it instantly. That's how great and recognizable it is. Dior Sauvage Parfum. You know the fragrance. I don't need to say too much about this scent that you haven't heard at least 1,000 times without exaggeration. Performance on the parfum is insane. This fragrance alone, it lives in that 6 to 8 sprays and you're Gucci the entire day. And I'm talking about a full work period into full night going out, not getting home till that sun is creeping the fuck back up. A beast of a scent, one of the most incredible atomizers in the game that Dior has. The most recognizable DNAs. Now it has its pros and cons. What's the con? There's going to be 5 to 50 jaded women that are going to smell you as soon as you approach and give you the hard in your chest. Don't get any closer, you smell like a fuckboy. That's what it is. Here I'm talking about long-lasting freshies. This is a very long-lasting freshie, but it should come with a warning label. You might get slapped, she won't talk to you, her friends are gonna talk shit about you as soon as you're approaching, but you smell good and it lasts all day. And finally, the Mr. Softy of fragrance. I used to chill on a Jewish synagogue steps as a kid. I literally have them tattooed on my arm because this is where my entire team congregated almost every day in hot weather. Mr. Softy would pull up. Everybody would get something different. Yo, let me get a vanilla with sprinkles. Let me get a milkshake, because this is pre-lactose intolerations. And sometimes it's just so hot that you need a refreshing Marinello or Marnello Italian icy, the little yellow cup with the wood spoon. That's why I sell YL Fresh. That's all it is. It's the yellow cup Italian icy with the wood spoon. If you lived in the hood, then you know the frio frios, the piraguas, the big brick of ice that the dude who hasn't washed his hands all day had it under a wet towel, takes the towel off, starts going puts the ice on top of the plastic cup, gets the little cone, shapes the shit, and gets all the syrups with all the diabetes, and you just go more. You're taking 6.5 sips of this liquid insulin, and you just feel alive. And then you take your teeth and you bite the tip, pause, then you get some quick frostbite, and this is your childhood. This is life. This is what this fragrance is. A teleportation into my childhood, chilling outside, eating a little Italian icy with the wooden spoon. You can still taste the splinters in your gums. This fragrance is just filled with notes like leather, lemon, sage, spice, lavender, woody, fun, but playful, super enjoyable, very relaxation, and very solid performer. Another one that mirrors H24, the hotter that you get or that your body gets, the more that it starts to really enhance the fragrance, and so good. Just don't pay retail. And there you have it, ladies and gents. 7 long-lasting Freshie fragrances that I know surprised the shit out of you. Some of these you've seen on multiple lists, and you've seen them on the list because they're that good. Think about it. There wouldn't be repetition in lists if these fragrances didn't mean something to some of us. And these fragrances all put us in this beautiful place. Like, you just saw me teleport back to 40 plus years ago at this fucking point. That's the beauty of fragrance. It puts us in a place that we dearly miss, and we start reminiscing on those beautiful times. And I hope you select the fragrance that does that for you. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooth.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, roller, start attack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.